Hey, what's up? Welcome to day 29 of the 30-day email breakdown challenge. I'm Leonard here. So today we will be breaking down one of the emails from John Carlton. So John Carlton, in case you are not familiar with him, so John Carlton has spent the past 2 decades working on his direct response marketing skills and as well as copywriting skills. So as you can see, in today's email and one of the emails we broke down in few days back. So as you can see right from these few examples, he's really good at uh, email copywriting and also he's really good at copywriting and specifically on telling stories. So even though not most of his emails are about telling stories, but at least this is the one we are breaking down right now is about one of his story that uh, he had found he had experienced in his recent mastermind. So without further ado, let's check this out. So subject line, what actually triggers a sale anyway? Stunning answer. So like I say right, in a subject line, you always want to create a question and then provide an answer to your audience in the email. But in this case, he actually gave them the question and then he said that he will provide the answer in the email copy itself. So me as a reader, my immediate question is what that is. So what the answer is. So this immediately make me want to find out more about what triggers a sale. So then I will continue reading now. Okay, so during a recent mastermind, I accidentally discovered the key to high end salesmanship, and it involves monitoring your own brain well-being. So very cool, a bit scary too. So but mostly cool. So here's what happened. So this obviously he's stating right in front is he's stating to his audience that he's gonna talk about a personal story that he discovered where he discovered the key to high end salesmanship in the recent mastermind. So and then here's what happened. So I was hosting a hot seat with a client who was complaining about having trouble closing deals. So having troubles closing deals. So and then he had product. Just listening to him describe, it got me interested personally. I kind of wanted it, but not enough to slip him my credit card and buy it. So the problem of his client right here is trouble closing sales, and trouble closing sales is just like this sentence right here. Not enough to slip him my credit card to buy it. So why he's having trouble closing deals? And that is because he didn't have the element that make his client want to slip him their credit card and buy it. Just like how John is when the client was describing the product to him. It's good. The product is good, but it's not enough for John to act to buy. Yep. So this is this is that dreaded stage where your prospect is on the fence, filled with some level of desire but not committing to the sale. It is a bright dividing line between master salesman, okay, and the wannabe out there trying to make their business break even. So this is all about. So he actually paused the story and speak from the third person perspective, speak from a marketer perspective. And anyway, I instead this hot seat client go through his entire sales pitch with us, but he didn't have one. So just a bunch of features and with benefits loosely clumped together in a way he hoped would bring in some sales. So I make him keep talking anyway. I monitor out my own desire for what he was selling. I mean, I sort of wanted it, but not enough to buy it yet. He went through all the features, no change in my desire. He started listing the benefits, going deep with how this thing will help me in so many ways. Still no change. Then he hit paid dirty. So he hit the motivating trigger that makes the reader, which is John, and later you will find out he and his friend as well, want to buy. So the problem that his client is having is not the trouble is trouble the problem is trouble closing sales, and also why he's having trouble is because he didn't hit the paid dirty, but here he hit it. So he made the readers, which is John and his friend, to want to buy it. So that's the not really solution, but the I mean, it can be, you can say that it is the solution, but it is actually the solution forced out by John. So and now John knows the motivating factor of the product as well. So cause I wanted what he had badly, I couldn't wait until the next break in meeting. I didn't want to restart owning that thing. I was fired up. So this is the results of hitting the motivating factor. So other than him, right, the others in the room, the half of the room was in the same boat with him. So what flipped us all so suddenly? So now he's transitioning to the third person again, from the story to the third person. So don't hate me, but it's irrelevant. It doesn't even matter what the product was. It's not the actual sales that was so amazing to me. No, it was realizing when it happened. So that the when it happened is the time where the hot seat client hit his motivating factor to make him act, to make him buy from him. So my emotions were already stirred up. So I had a bit of desire for the product, and then I realized bells and whistle were going off. I was soaked. So I had been triggered. That that's the big breakthrough to know when the sale hits a fever pitch. It's critical to your happiness and success. So he and then now he transitioned from the problem. Um, so at first, right? Oh, okay. So just to summarize, in case you're confused. So at first, there's a problem right there. Then he forced it out, the solution from the client, but in a way that he's experiencing it. He saw that the solution is coming out, which is the motivating factor, and he himself is experiencing it. So this is kind of special in terms of we have never gone through this in the other breakdowns. So that's why I wanted to choose this email, because it kind of blends in John's personal experience and the problem solution part, yeah, while he's helping the client fixing his problem, he's also experiencing it. That's the point that I want to make here. So, and you do it by closing, observing yourself when you can. So say when a client is explaining, so this is entirely the advice for his reader to spot where's the motivating factor. So when when the client, okay, so okay, so as a copywriter, right? As a copywriter, so this is his advice for his readers, which is who is all the copywriters, and how the copywriters can spot the paid dirty in the product. Yes, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so so his reader are copywriters, and then this is his advice for those copywriters to spot where is the motivating factor in their client's product. So this is an advice for them, right? So and then after the advice, he said, most marketers don't do this. They think about what should be the main selling point and just hope that they close the deal. That's just weak as stuff compared to actually finding the whole uh, enchilada. When everything clicks and desire reach the boiling point of action, when credit cards get taken out of the wallet and shaken in front of you, demanding a sale. So this actually makes his advice looks premium. So as you can see, right, after making this advice, his reader might be saying, might be on the fence. Will this work? Is it true or what? So but he used this statement, he used this few sentence to make his advice look premium, and by saying, oh, this is not everyone, this the newbie don't use this, only only the good ones, the good marketers use this. So obviously, right, most of the copywriter, I mean all the copywriters want to be good, right? Otherwise they wouldn't be in this industry. So they want to be good. So to avoid so when Carlton, when John said that this is when when John say the newbies don't use this, then obviously most of them will use this because they don't want to be the newbie, right? So this is kind of to make his advice looks premium, and then just a word from a wise salesman, stay frosty. The rest of the okay, so he's anticipating as well. So he's making his reader anticipating for his next email. So the rest of the email behind this hot seat episode is pretty interesting too and scary if you are serious about selling stuff. I will share the chilling climax in Wednesday email. Okay, so PPS learning learning to sell is so here is the so I believe this is the link to his product simple writing system. Then okay, so the overall framework here is by excuse me. So he's telling a personal story and they giving advice. So within that personal story, right, he state the problem and then he state the solution that he forced out from his clients. Like not really forced out, but when the clients say, then he spotted. So that's the solution. So how he managed to fix it, how fixed it, meaning fix the problem, right? So so that's the framework. Personal story to advice, but in personal story that split into two parts, which is a problem and how he managed to solve it, the solution. Okay, so but not really solve it, but when he realized that the motivating factor, right, then he has the solution for the client already. So, but even though he didn't say that he told the client about this thing, but because it's not important, that's why he didn't stay here. Yeah. So which is why I love about this email, and this is the first thing I love about it. So it is a very detailed story, but didn't go out of the circle, which is he gave just enough context to lead to the advice to his for his audience at the end. So what I mean here is okay, so what's the he didn't really say those non important things like what's the name of the client, what's the features, what's the benefits, what's the product name, what the product does, and also he didn't say like when he discovered this and then he tell the his client about it, then he fixed the problem because those are not important. The important thing is that uh his client has a problem. He spot the problem when he forces his client to talk about his pitch, and then he advise, right? So problem, force the solution out from his client, and then advice for his readers. That's the three main things. So he does really well by by avoiding, by taking out all those unnecessary context so that he can advise his readers in a clear and concise manner. So second thing I love about this email is 99% of this email is about story and only 1% of it is on selling, and which is what I always say, no hard selling right there. uh Especially in your daily email, it's unnecessary because if even though how good your sales pitch is, when your client when your customers, when your prospects, when your readers desire is not there, they won't buy from you. So when you already know that they won't buy from you, why hard sell to them, right? They'll instead, if you hard sell to them, right, they will feel so uh s- so being sold, and they don't like to be sold, right? So uh so in the end, you also your email list will be the one who suffer, because when every when you get so hard sell in your emails, when people unsubscribe, so that's the problem. So if you already know that they won't buy, so that don't hard sell, right? So just remind them of the offer that you have in a PS or a PPS, that will do as well, right? So one area of improvement that I think that John should make here is by having more tell the scene elements. So by describing, as I said in previous breakdowns, by having tell the scene elements, like describing the scenes, just like how you read a novel, like for example Harry Potter, how he described uh, when when Harry discover that in the okay, let's not talk about it. maybe you guys don't know about it. So but tell the scene elements is very interesting. You can go check it out. Scott McKinstry's lead maniac is called Your Magnetic Seal Story, and he talked about it in the advanced storytelling skills. Number one, tell the scene. So it's about how you describe the scene and how you uh, uses five senses to make the reader have mental movies in their brain right there. Right? So this is my analysis for today's breakdown. And if you have any comments or if you like this video or anything like this, just comment them down below. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and like always, remember to subscribe to my channel so you get notified when the next video is uploaded. Right, see you here. See you there. Later.